Dan was in a bit of a pickle. And so ran Dan, as much as bananas were known to run anyway. Most who were not bananas would likely describe it as more of a hover. It was a strange magic that actually kept them in the air. The precise motion of the body of the average banana, though, was that of a common bipedal creature running as if it were on invisible legs. As such, effort is still put into each stride. A swaying motion is easily noticeable as the banana struggles to carry his or her gait, and a vertical bob occurs as seemingly each invisible leg strikes the ground and carries the banana's frame forward. Therefore, though it may be a hover, there is still much effort, strain, and endurance put into the activity, and unless the banana is of great physical strength, it is capable of moving no quicker than any other of the bipeds possessing tangible heads that occupy the world. But nonetheless, he was running. As he raced, so too did his thoughts. Dan, not exactly the sharpest of mind, knew he was going to have to use what edge to it there was to determine the best way out of this pickle. He tried to assess what he did know about pickles, and in doing so got the obvious out of the way first. They were blue, they were slimy, and they were lumpy. He also knew they went great with sandwiches and in salads. What he did not know was what to do with a pickle of this size. He knew he was inside the pickle because he was placed there as a prisoner, his crime, of course, being merely an attempt to free the minds of the world's inhabitants. He slipped briefly on a particularly slimy lump that had protruded from the path before his feet. He was not good at thinking and watching where he was going at the same time. As he recovered himself, he tasted the blue slime that he had found. He had tasted the blue slime that had found itself on his hands. This is a sweet pickle, he noted to himself. He was unsure of exactly how useful this information would be to him, but you never really know, and certainly neither did Dan. Visicorp was right on his heels the whole time, of course. They were typically quite proud of the prison they had constructed. They had grown it themselves with use of the last 3 centuries' worth of information on genetic engineering that they had gathered from the ruins in the vast metropolitan that was once called Hope. There were 3 massive pickles, the deepest, purest blue of color you could imagine, since they were literally engineered to the extent of imagination. The color gave them a stark and ominous contrast to the sickly yellow of the sunless sky. A large part of the intimidation factor the Visicorp hoped would, if nothing else, scare the inhabitants of Hope into being law-abiding citizens.